Hi, I'm Nalini, and welcome to Jewel number 5 of 13 Jewels of Transformation for 2023. This is the flower moon of May, which happens today at 14 degrees 58 minutes of Scorpio, and it is opposite the sun at 15 degrees of Taurus, which happens to be Beltane, solar Beltane. Whether you celebrate it on the 1st or at the actual cross quarter, the cross quarter alignment is today. So happy Beltania, happy Beltane, and may its alignment bring you many blessings. Welcome to the energies of this alignment. When I first was noticing this next jewel forming in this beautiful strand that Source is creating, it showed up deep purple. It showed up as amethyst. And I wondered, as I usually do, what that was about, even though amethyst is a much beloved ally and always shows up, usually when I need guidance and don't know it. So I did a bit of research, and what jumped out at me was the soundbite purity of spirit. And I noticed that with the green energy that moved through April's moon, this flower moon we might think of as the pinks and yellows and rosy colors of spring, but this deep purple energy fading to violet in some areas, but this was bringing through an amalgamation, a unification, a blending of that green and that deep purple energy. And as I sat with it in meditation, the first mineral that showed up was actually watermelon tourmaline, which has the green outer covering and the magenta or deep magenta or purple center. And when I asked that ally if it wanted to be present for this jewel, or if it was to be an ambassador in the strand, it immediately bowed out and said, no, I'm here as your poster mineral for what's happening with these energies. So this is what our minds do. Our minds create images. And the Beltane alignment coming with the Scorpio full moon is bringing our attention to what are these lacy things happening with the penumbral eclipse, which accompanies it, that are hidden within us, that we might not be aware of, the deep strands. Everyone I talk to, everyone I work with is talking about patterns coming up, but in old, weird ways, old memories, most of them having to do with hidden shame. So this is this deep purpley, purple-blue dredging with support of the Earth Mother, with support of the Divine Mother that says, it's all right, you are held, you are enfolded. Perhaps you have seen this part of yourself or someone else in an unproductive way. Not bad, not excellent, but perhaps there was no clarity of perception or not enough in that moment. So this energy has been moving into Gaia through her stellar heart, yes, through our hearts in our bodies, yes, and also through the upper Dantian, the cave of Brahman, the third eye, however you perceive that area energetically, and it's moving through the Tibetan plateau. So when I heard this phrase, purity of spirit, I'm very drawn to that area of the world. It's special to me, and those energies always evoke that purity of spirit, the aspiration and inspiration to not so much being good, but what really is that purity? What is the essence that is of nature, of our natures, that moves through us all in our deepest, best, most wonderful ways, cleanly, purely, and right now with an intensity that we may have felt in this lifetime, we may not. I think everyone's a little tired of saying, oh, this is so intense, I've never felt this before. Maybe we haven't, maybe we haven't, but it certainly is moving things. So these beautiful orb of purple light of energy came through my body, was moving through the Tibetan plateau, off through into the mountains, down through the Alps, through the seas, and into the Celtic world. From where it will go then, I have no idea. We'll see. But it was also bringing these strands like arteries and veins that moved through the green energy that moved itself into, that infused itself into our bodies last month, and began to form different weaves, different bonds, as though Source is weaving not a carpet so much, but a very beautiful luminescent garment that we will not just wear, but we will become. A new way of perceiving, very deeply perceptive, and totally, completely, and unconditionally driven, governed, run by Source. Absolutely from that place. So feel these deep amethyst energies, however they're moving through you. The color purple may be showing up, it may not. You may see it in different ways, you may feel it in different ways. This is an opening of the heart that comes from a very deep place. It comes from this moving past the roots and the seed forms of all of our patterns and programs and into what we really are. We are being called to our essence, by our essence, through the Source essence that we all are, where there is oneness and there is no separation, even though those words might seem to imply that there is. So moving into a very deep level of interconnectedness in which we are all diversely wonderful. So letting that kaleidoscope of energies move through you if you're able or interested, and see where it takes you. See what you're shown. See what becomes available to you. And have a wonderful day today. Have a wonderful moon. Have a wonderful Beltane. Allow the new life, the new awareness, the new prosperity that it offers to come straight through you and your life, to radiate, as that is what we are all here to do and to be. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for sharing and watching this with me.